What's up, Renegade Nation? Before we begin the video, I'd like to give a big shout out to our most recent Patreon supporters: Diego, Brian Evans, Roderick Gronwald, JD, Christopher Heckel, Shad Church, Mikael Fernandez, Luis A. Sandoval, Omega Sirius, Travis Tierney, Haley Mitchell, and Charles Rogue Rose. Thank you all very much for your support, and if you want to support us on Patreon, feel free to click the link below to find out more. We'll see you there. Not bad, not bad. Let me get one. What about you, Chad?
I ain't no clown.
Fair enough. Fair enough. What's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome to yet another episode of Renegades React, and today we are watching some ERB. That's right. Epic Rap Battles of History is back yet again, and they are doing the Joker versus Pennywise. Oh, dear Lord, when this came out, the amount of requests. Every time an ERB comes out, we always get the requests. When I was playing Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order the other night, if you want to tune into that, I do it on our YouTube channel, so if you want to know when, hey, hit that bell down below. I mean, it's fair. It's free and fair entertainment.
Hit the ding-a-ling.
Exactly. Ring it bell.
It's like, it's good to know that people still want us to watch this, but it's kind of like, you guys know we're going to watch this anyway.
Oh, yeah. You all know we're going to. I mean, we haven't skipped one yet. I mean...
So even if people don't want us to watch these, we're probably still going to do it.
Absolutely. And the thing is, Joker versus Pennywise, these are two very popular clowns because Pennywise from the two It movies, which grossed a gob of friggin' money for being R-rated films, and the Joker also recently came out with a new. They came out with the Joker film that is now the highest-grossing R-rated film of all time, in spite of criticisms and controversies surrounding it. I believe the whole thing about it, the whole controversies blowing it up and like saying, "Oh, this is going to inspire violence and inspire shootings in theaters and all that." Think back to The Dark Knight. I'm like, you do realize this is not y'all do realize this is not the most recent Batman movie, the most recent Batman universe-centric movie, right? I mean, I don't get it. I don't get the logic.
Most recent one that's actually good.
Yeah, well...
I mean, even since I was a little kid, like my grandma and my uncles and like my people that helped bring me up in this world always let me know, most people are freaking stupid.
Yes. Yes,
and now with social media being what it is, there is an instantaneous ability to be like, hey, I think this. And that's why there's so much stupid crap.
Yes.
Well, it's not only, hey, I think this, and then all the other stupid people are like, I agree. Like...
yeah, it goes back to that whole Chris Porter thing.
Yeah,
it's like, when I went to Google, the sun is bullshit, I expected something, I expected it to say...
He's like, you know what should have happened? Fucking nothing. Nothing should have happened. Like, nothing should have come up on the page, and some kind of alarm should have gone off at Google headquarters, and they should have choppered authorities out to my house, and then I should have had to explain in triplicate why I just Googled the sun is bullshit. It's like, but you know what happened? A bunch of fucking stuff came up. Because Google's not a search engine, or it's not an answer engine, it's a search engine.
Right. It's
not going to necessarily give you a correct answer to something. It's just going to connect you with 10,000 other people who think the same stupid shit that you do.
And there's and Chris Porter did actually come up with a good cure-all for all those people who think the sun is bullshit.
Or it's like all these people who think that, vaccines are bad for their kids due to all this Google searching and shit that they've done. And it's just like, yeah, that's why fucking diseases that were previously eradicated have come back.
Yeah, I'm glad polio's gone. I'm not trying to get polio.
Me neither.
Sadly, it's not, apparently. Cause
have to sit in an iron lung forever?
Yep.
Which would be like, well,
That
I'm
sucks.
alive, kind of.
Yep.
I'm a human fish tank, but whatever.
Or you can end up being like, what was it, FDR? And
yeah.
FDR
in a wheelchair.
versus werewolves.
Jacked.
But hey, dude.
Yeah, but did you see the versus werewolves movie?
No.
Yeah, he's a badass. I think it's actually called FDR American Badass or something.
Oh,
like that.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
Actually, I think Barry Bostwick, I think, played him.
Yeah, I think
Met
so.
that guy, actually. Very nice. Kind of weird, but very nice. But
obviously that's just a movie, so.
Well, it is. It is just a movie, but FDR.
I like to think that's the real history, though.
Same kind of historians who look at Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunters as a legit movie.
Who's got more street cred?
Pennywise
or the Joker?
I would probably say the Joker because he's been around a lot longer.
Pennywise is only really active in one town.
But he literally lives inside of the street, though.
He does. He does.
So
but
does
the
that
Joker,
you know?
But here's the thing. Would you rather live in that street or own that street? Because the Joker, depending on what part of Gotham you're in, owns that shit.
Yeah.
Well, depending on which Joker you go with, because there's three Jokers. There's the Golden Era Joker, which is the the criminal mastermind, Jack Nicholson from the Batman 1989 movie. Then you have the Batman Silver Age, the Batman from the animated TV show, the trickster, the prankster, and all that. And then you have the Bronze Age Joker, which is the sociopath, driven by his own sick whims.
Yeah.
And all that. So if we're talking about like the criminal mastermind Joker, I would probably say that one has more street cred by far. But Pennywise is
There's got to be some joke in here, too.
So.
Yes. Pennywise is an interdimensional being, and that's cool, but...
I'm calling it now. The Joker is going to make some sort of pedophile joke about Pennywise.
Has to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to be like, Pennywise, you only seem to play with kids, and that's kind of creepy and messed up.
Harley Quinn's going to be brought up. We already know
that.
Probably. Well...
What do you say we get to it, fellas?
All right.
Let's get it on screen. And by the way, for those of you out there who have not checked out the original video, feel free to do that. Link is in the description down below.
I also have no idea
a like on this video.
Who to root for in this.
Right. I don't either.
Because I really like both.
I like both too. They're both killer crazy clowns. And that's cool. I did not mean for that alliteration to go that well, but it did.
Pennywise isn't actually a clown.
Not actually, but
he's more of a Lovecraftian entity.
True.
But either way.
Anyway, let's get to it. This is a banger. I like this. Whoa, that looks good.
That's really good. Yeah.
But I can't be killed. That's why they cast a phoenix to blame me. I'm the holy queen of hate, the clown prince of crime, your sewer troll that Stephen King wrote between his lines. It's like cocaine, you know what I said. I don't know how any kind of joke could ever go over that head. They all float, says the quote, but your films, they all sink. Oh, and as far as Mr. King goes, I'm a shining man. Justice legal, like just a bunch of super slubs. You lost to a herd of nerds who call themselves a losers club. You be gobbled up in Gotham, so stick to your small town where your renown is the if it's brown, flush it down, clown. Are you joking? You wanna rap? Rap. Why so serious? You're supposed to be the man who laughs, but those jokes are like your new move. Mostly really sad. Jumped over my deadlights, and you're about to fall from a new height. Cause you're weak and you've lost every fight. But knight who wears underwear over his ties. His battles like poker, the Joker is useless. When he's I'm crazy with bars. Jack Nicholson is fine. But lately the classes declined. Jared Leto came out trying to look like he was Tekashi 6ix9ine. I think you'd better run. Red balloons, bitch. Did I tell you to take one? Go back to your well.
They referenced the 99 Red Balloons
You
song?
lost to a turtle. It wasn't even a ninja. When I flew, I go Mark Ham with ill vigor.
Oh!
Like Bob Kane stole from Bill Bigger.
Yes.
Every joke of mine stings. Your 3 nightlights in a cloud, beat by the kid from Stranger Things. To the fiendish schemes I revel in, they pale like the moonlight. You can dance with the devil in.
Ooh.
Likes the devil. We have so much fun together, but no one's dying to play with Joker. Except for maybe Heath Ledger.
Oh, shit.
Sounds like you beat Harley Quinn in that purple suit.
Yep, there's the beat Harley Quinn reference.
I faced all your fear. The remain attraction every 27 years. But you know what? I have a secret. It's like a very special toy. If you want to kill a Batman, eat him when he's a boy. Don't you lay a finger on my bat, you little freak, or I will spend a whole week knocking out those prickle teeth. Tell your author for his next gangbang scene, how about a little more PG and a lot less 13? Don't stoop to that kind of impropriety. This is Earth, you space demon. We live in a society. I've seen your movies, so I know you don't hurry, but I'll shoo you down the drain so fast they'll call you Tim Scurry. Bars, I take smiles and I leave scars. College and Arkham will admit that the Joker just killed it. Arkham, ha! You stole that from H.P. Lovecraft. Who needs cards when you couldn't even escape Cesar Romero's mustache?
Like your whole story
that's
isn't stolen from Lovecraft.
My Fortunato and seal this spatting up liquor with the cask of a Montanado.
Nice.
Damn.
Flames. You got beat by the Scooby Gang. The John Wick sees the underground clown pausing my flows insane. Poster boys, missing person posters, Joker's gonna float with me. Cause he just messed with the best walleye rappers since the notorious B.I.G.
Damn.
Whoa. I have no idea.
Damn.
That Heath Ledger line was just fucking brutal, man.
Yeah.
No kidding.
That wins it for me.
He got beat by the Scooby Gang.
It's true.
There was so much in there I didn't even have time to really react all.
Yeah, there was a lot of
There was a lot there.
stuff happening.
Damn.
That was awesome. They also
Shit.
gave each of them 3 verses instead of 2.
Yes,
Yeah.
they did. That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Well, dude, this one, that's probably one of my favorite ones now. I must applaud.
That was kick
I
ass.
mean, and big props to Lloyd for pulling off the Pennywise voice rapping. Dude,
Yeah.
holy shit.
The line about the cocaine.
Dude,
Yes.
the whole costume, he looks almost just like him.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
He does. And also this battle's like poker. The Joker is useless.
Yeah.
That was good.
There was a lot of good stuff.
Dude, so many killer lines. I can't decide who wins this.
Me
I mean,
either.
these are just so good.
You would need an in-depth breakdown.
In my
We'd have to
opinion-
go line for line on this one.
Yeah, honestly, in my opinion, they both are winners in this one.
Yeah, I can't decide. I really can't.
Yeah.
They're both so damn good. I mean, holy hell. I could not. I never expected that. I never expected it to be that back and forth and that even between them because they both came up with some stingers.
I feel
man.
like that its first rebuttal wasn't as strong.
True.
But the last part finished out super strong.
Yes,
Yeah.
it did. The Heath Ledger line was a killer.
Ooh.
I think it's been 11 years now since he died, man. That's crazy
Crazy.
to think about.
But
And-
the whole 99 red balloons thing, I was like, really?
Well, he does. And,
I know, but
Well, I know. But it's just,
that's what I'm thinking about. That's not very insulting.
Yeah, I was like, why are they referencing that
Yeah.
song?
Maybe that's something that's just lost on us. I don't know.
no. I think the red balloons where that said in that song, and also that song's from the 80s.
Right.
Which is
Supposedly,
relevant to the
if
new
you
movie.
if you look up those lyrics and everything, that song's actually supposed to be super dark too.
Yeah.
It's like about war or something. So.
Yeah. It's supposed to be like you send up the balloons to signify like death and all.
'Cause
that.
I think that made a Watch Mojo list of like the top 10 songs that sound happy but are actually super dark.
Yes. Well,
Because that's the only reason I know about that song, because of that list.
I know about that song because my mom had the album that had both the English and the German version, which
It's a good song either way.
Yeah, it is. But there were just so many good lines in this, so many kickbacks and so many tributes. For instance, the Joker with the Bob Kane and Bill Finger reference.
Oh, yeah.
That right there is awesome. I'm glad that they mentioned that because that deserves to be mentioned until the end of time. Bob Kane is a friggin' thief.
I think I'm going to agree with Chad's points. I'm going to be like, just by a slight amount, I will give it to the Joker.
Oh,
Because, like, Pennywise
just the
didn't.
beginning part.
Yeah, he wasn't
was
as
kinda
strong
weak.
in his first verse, whereas, like, the Joker was strong the whole way through. But, like, you know, it's not like it's a excruciating, like, loss or anything.
No.
you know? It's
no,
like you're
this
still,
is really close.
like,
I wouldn't mind.
I would
seeing-
still be like, you're still a badass.
I don't know if there's enough
I was
material
handing
for a
out
part
awards,
2 of
yeah.
this, but I wouldn't mind seeing a part 2 to this.
Yeah.
Because they've done multiple parts for Adolf Hitler and Darth Vader. They did that.
Yeah.
And all 3 of those were awesome. And I wouldn't mind seeing a part 2 to this if they have the material for it.
Yeah.
I think it'd be interesting if they like just guest starred some other killer clowns, like if they did another part of it.
Oh no, not
Like-
John Wayne Gacy.
He actually mentioned John Wayne Gacy.
I know
in
he
this.
did.
Yeah, like have,
Nobody needs to be talking about that piece of shit.
I was
Let
gonna
it
say,
be.
Twisty from American Horror Story, maybe.
That's true, yeah.
And the dude from Terror, is it Terrorizer? Terrifier.
Terrifier. Okay.
Yeah, like the clown from Terrifier, maybe, or something like that.
What
I
about
would
the
also-
guy who just recently passed away from the House of a
Oh,
Thousand
Sid
Corpses?
Haig.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Oh yeah, Captain
yeah.
Spaulding would have been
Captain
a
Spaulding. Yeah,
bitchin'
Captain
for
Spaulding.
cameo in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would have
would've
been
loved to have
super
seen that.
stoked if he showed up.
Yeah. I think that would have been awesome. but-
I'm pretty sure I would have given this one my favorite one of all time if Captain Spaulding just showed up at the end.
I can never get over the Macho Man Randy Savage. Snap into a Slim Jim Kim Jong-il.
Yeah.
He said, midget, step up. I kick midget asses.
Just Captain Spaulding comes in. I feel like you're both just getting so rambly. Just shut the fuck up before I kill your whole fucking family.
Yeah. Beautiful. My man over here with the dope rhyme.
But yeah, this was bitching. I like
Yeah,
this
well
one.
done, fellas.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They deserve all the love in the world. If y'all want to see more battles like this, I mean, go to Patreon. Patreon.com/ERB. That's right, Patreon.com/ERB. I mean, we support them on there, and I hope, and you know, we get monthly rewards from them and everything, and we also get snippets and behind the scenes of stuff like this and everything.
Do they ever freestyle battle against each other, just straight up?
I don't know. I really don't know, but I'd love to see if they do.
Didn't they do a Nice Peter versus Epic
They've
Void
done
one
it
at one
twice.
point?
That's actually another
Yeah.
one that they've done twice. They did it the first time during when the rumors were going around that they were going to break up and that Peter was going to run the channel by himself, but then Lloyd stayed and all that. And then the second time happened after the whole thing, after their falling out with Maker Studios, because they were owned by Maker Studios, which was owned by Disney. And then after Maker Studios folded, ERB, the rights to Epic Rap Battles of History, went back to Lloyd and Peter. And now they're self-producing it, which
Awesome.
I am all for, man, because that means that they are not limited on the stuff that they can talk about now. Which is great. They don't have the Disney overlords, puppeteering what the hell they
Yeah.
say. Instead, now
That's
they
why
can
they
say
can make
whatever the
such
hell they want.
sick burns.
Well, that
Yes.
shit's falling out. Like, that shit is falling apart. People are so sick of what is considered, politically correct perfection.
Yeah, well,
just
it's an
not
unobtainable. It's an unobtainable thing. You're never going to be 100% PC. I mean, hell, even PC Principal on South Park.
Yeah.
I mean, even he has his limits, and they're showing that now.
I'm not sure if I should bring up the conversation we were having the other day or not.
No, I don't know.
no.
Oh, if you want to, feel free.
It's just basically the fact that, like, back when, like, Chappelle's show was on and stuff, right? Like, he was essentially getting people more comfortable with the idea of, like, the N-word not being something that should be so insulting to people.
desensitizing people
Yeah,
to it.
desensitizing people to it. And, like,
Because-
taking its power away, essentially.
Yeah.
But then everyone who's came back and said that, like, you can't say words like that and, like, other words, obviously, that we can't say at
Now-
all. Like, they've given all the power back to it.
Yeah,
And
Lenny
like
Bruce
just
tried the
being like,
same
oh,
thing
this
back
is
in the
offensive
60s.
and it's gonna hurt people and stuff. You're giving power back to those words by doing that whenever they were previously just used in flippant ways and stuff that wasn't meant to be insulting to even the group of people that it was originally meant for. you
Yeah,
know?
and the truth is, if you take away its power, it stops being used in the manner of which it's hurtful, and then after that, it just fades into the lexicon like every other word.
Pretty much.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's just. I mean, and word. I mean, hell, back in the day, certain words that we use, for instance, stupid.
Yeah.
Like if we call someone stupid, back in the day, that was the word that they actually used to to
Like
the
mentally
clinical
retarded
word.
people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
And
it
mongoloid and
yeah.
stuff like that.
It faded troglodyte, same thing.
Yeah.
And it just fades into the lexicon and becomes something that means literally nothing. It's just a freaking word.
Well, Dave Chappelle was showing, that taking risks with things that people were saying behind closed doors and just putting it out there and letting everybody know, stop taking shit so damn seriously. And the powers that be fucking hated it.
Yes.
They want us to be divided. They want to divide and conquer, because the more we're throwing rocks at each other, the less that it's on their doorstep while they're making the decisions that run our lives, and they don't want anybody to see what they're doing. We're out here trying to kill each other.
Yeah.
That's what they want.
Yeah, and the thing is with that, Chappelle, his new special, which I watched, was hilarious.
He has never done anything that wasn't fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
He's the Richard Pryor of our time.
But yet you go on Rotten Tomatoes and they're saying, "Oh, it's one of the worst comedy specials of all time."
Smells like they got some Rotten Tomatoes.
Exactly, and that's good. I
mean,
like
screw
that.
them, dude.
Well, I know, and then they give Hannah Gadsby, which I have no qualms against Hannah Gadsby. They give her thing, Nanette, a 100%. I watched 10 minutes of it, and I'm just like, this is just 10 kinds of not awesome. Why is this so highly recommended? And I get it. Later on, she talks about stuff that's very
You're
dramatic.
just not intelligent enough to understand the subtle humor, Nate.
There was no subtle humor. She said it herself. There really is no humor in it. She calls herself an anti-comedian, and I'm just like, then why call it a comedy special?
Right?
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, thank you all very much for tuning into this. If y'all want to see the original, once again, links in the description down below. If you want to see more from us, here's that subscribe button, ring that bell to stay notified, leave a like on the video, and until next time, I'm Nate.
I'm Nick.
I'm Chad. Everybody love everybody.
And we will see you all on the next one. Peace out.